Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's JPA here. In today's video I'm going to discuss on Hamilton versus Rangers eventually. Sorry it's taken so long to get this video up, guys. Had a very busy weekend, went away camping on Saturday night. Didn't get home till about tea time on Sunday. Eventually I just fell asleep. I was too tired to do a video. Really hungover, really tired after the camping trip. And yesterday I was going to do the video, planned to do it, meant to finish at 6. Something happened at my work and I had to stay on. Ended up doing a 12-hour shift, so apologise for not getting the video out earlier. I know you kind of really used to me doing these videos a couple of days later, but I think it's been 3 days since we played now, which is getting ridiculous now. We'll just get straight into this video, guys. Sorry about the long intro and that. Game finished, Hamilton 0, Rangers 2. Now looking at that, you'd say it's a fairly comfortable afternoon. You'd be right. But it could have been more comfortable. Looking at the highlights and looking at the way the game was played, we probably really should have scored 4 or 5, maybe even 6 goals against them. Hamilton didn't do the usual of sitting up to try and defend, and you know what, like Livingston did and what other teams have done to us this season. They actually were quite positive and they tried to go forward when they could. And that was probably our downfall. I mean, we moan about these tactics against Rangers, but to be honest, these teams have to play that hard or they're going to get absolutely hammered, and that's pretty much what happened in terms of possession. I thought we were just all over them from start to finish. Very, very good start from us. Created a couple of wee opportunities, and then the first goal came in 15 minutes. Barisic down the left hand side, tried to get the cross in with his left foot. The defender slid in, so he just pulled back onto his right foot. Played the ball down to Davis. Davis created an angle for himself and crossed the ball. Very, very good cross right into the head of Roof. Roof hit the bar. Well, he didn't hit the bar, sorry. He forced the keeper into a really good save, which tipped it onto the bar. Keeper's obviously down. The ball hits the defender and Hadji's there to tap it in. Not the best goal you'll ever see, but we're off to a great start. 1-0 after 15 minutes. And we'll had to wait another 5 minutes for the next goal, the only goal really. Again, down the left hand side, this time it's Kent, and it's very similar in the way he goes to try and cross it with his left. Defender kind of slides in, so he pulls it back on his right, gets a shot away from a strange angle. I probably wouldn't have scored from there, but he forced the keeper into a really good save. The keeper has to push it out, and unfortunately for the keeper, he's pushed it right into the path of Tavernier, who's tapped it in for 2-0, only 20 minutes played. We continued to create chances during the first half. Kemar Roof had a chance where he blasted it over. He probably should have scored that. There was one where Ryan Kent and Hadji played some really good stuff on the edge of the box. Hadji played it to Kent, who chipped in a wonderful through ball right across to get to him, and Hadji forced a real good save for the keeper. To be fair, the keeper actually, to be honest, throughout the game he played pretty well, because if it wasn't for him, as I said, it would have been 5, 6, even 7 goals. It was just, we were just that dominant in the game. So it finished at half time, Hamilton 0, sorry, Rangers 2. Went in the second half and it was pretty much the same thing. Rangers in complete control of the match, controlling, dictating the play. Steve Davis in the midfield was brilliant, as was Ryan Jack. And this next chance actually fell to Ryan Jack. Ryan Kent on the right hand side, sorry, this time. Finds a wee gap in between the two, the full back and the centre back, with a wonderful wee reverse pass into Ryan Jack. Which then made Ian Crocker say his famous wee joke that he likes to say whenever Ryan Jack's in the box, the old Jack in the box. Hilarious stuff. Found Ryan Jack in the box anyway. Ryan Jack takes a shot and is blocked by a defender. It came to his left foot and he just done a little dink chip right to the back post, and it hit the bottom of the post. Really unlucky not to go in. A wee bit more forceful, a wee bit more accuracy on that, and it could have been a great goal. We created another couple of chances towards the end. I think Kemar Roof had got a chance from a header which he really should have scored. Before that, Hamilton actually created a couple of chances. They took a shot which was well saved by McLaughlin, and then they had a pretty close header from Sean Want, and McLaughlin made an absolute brilliant save. I think he's actually behind the line when he makes the save, but he pushes his hands out strong, pushes it for the corner and keeps that clean sheet intact. And that was pretty much it, apart from the red card. McMahon had been booked early in the first half, and a cynical challenge when Barker was breaking. About 15 minutes to go, gave him his second yellow. No arguments about the fact it was a red card, obviously a second yellow. But bit disappointing that we didn't capitalise on playing against the 10 men for the final 15 minutes. I think we probably should have made more substitutions, which I'll talk about in a wee while. So the game finished Hamilton 0, Rangers 2. So yeah, I was pretty disappointed with the subs, or the use of subs. I think we could have probably done more. We made 2 subs, and it wasn't until 7 minutes to go that we made those subs. Arfield came on for Hadji, 7 minutes to go, and then right in the 90th minute, Stewart came on for Kamal Roof. I think we probably should have threw a couple of boys on there a little bit quicker. 50 minutes to go, they're down to 10 men, they're getting tired. Let's just throw a couple of bodies on there. I know we didn't have a lot of attacking options. Morelos probably not in the right frame of mind for a game. I know he was on the bench. He looked a bit huffy, to be honest, and I probably wouldn't have put him on either. But get a couple of boys on, even put wee Nathan Patterson on, give him a run out as well, because I don't think we were in any danger of losing that game when it went to 2-0. So give him a wee run out, give another couple of boys a wee run out as well. So yeah, disappointing with the fact that we can have up to 5 subs now, and we only made 2, and that was in the last 7 minutes. I didn't really agree with that from Gerrard. Moving on to man of the match, I thought this was easy, and I think this is maybe the 3rd or 4th time I've given it to him this season alone, and that is Ryan Kent. I thought he was absolutely magnificent. It seemed just every time we went forward he was a danger. The Hamilton players just did not know how to handle him. He can go one way, he can go the other way. He's so two-footed, and he's so quick with that little spin that he does. He does a little drag back thing where he flicks it around the back of his heel and puts it on his other foot, and he does that with both feet, and it's very, very difficult to defend against. Little step overs, and he's just so direct when he's running at people. Causes so many problems. Got what you could possibly call an assist. I know that'll probably not go down as an assist because he took the shot and then it got rebounded in, but I would class that for me as an assist, although it'll probably not go down officially as one. So he got that, and he created another couple of opportunities for, obviously, as I said, Hadji and Ryan Jack as well. So I thought it was a no-brainer for me to say Ryan Kent. If you guys have got a different opinion, obviously put that down in the comment section below, and we'll have a wee discussion about it. I'm going to type the video there. Just before I go though, I just want to say that if you're not already aware, we've been drawn against Lincoln Red Imps in the Europa League qualifying stage. Now, if you know anything about Scottish football at all, you'll remember that they famously put out Celtic when Brendan Rodgers played his first ever game, or managed, sorry, his first ever game from Celtic. They're not to be taken lightly. It's also a difficult pitch. It's going to be a plastic pitch again. It's a one-leg affair on 17th of September. Looking forward to it, but as I say, we'll talk about more before the game, and obviously we'll do a breakdown on that, but I wouldn't take them too lightly, and I'm not saying it's an easy task to get past them, because it's going to be a difficult game. It's going to be like a Livingston away or a Hamilton away or something like that. It's going to be very, very difficult because of the pitch and because of the conditions. It's in Gibraltar, it's going to be quite hot when the game's on. So no making excuses before the game, by the way. I'm just putting it out there that it's not an easy tie, so didn't just diminish it straight away and go, right, that's just through who we got next, because that's not the way to go about it. So I thought I'd just mention that quickly before I go. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Only subscribe though if you want to subscribe. I'm actually sick to death of people subscribing and then a couple of days later they leave. So what's the actual point? It means so much to me that every single subscriber I get, I've only got a handful, and I really do appreciate the ones that do stay here and do comment in the comment section. Really means a lot to me. So if you're not here for the long haul, don't bother subscribing and then a couple of days later leaving. There's just no point, and it gets my hopes up for nothing really. I'm sick of building like 4 or 5 people all jump on and you go, yes, brilliant, channel's building, and then suddenly 4 or 5 of them will leave and I'll be back to square one again. So as I say, new to the channel, subscribe if you want to. If you didn't, move on. And I'm more than happy to have an interaction anyway with my regular viewers, Bob, Ricky, Mary, I didn't want to name them all, Nikki. You all mean the world to me, so thank you very much for staying with the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers guys.